In Revelation, 4 different women are depicted. Jezebel, the high priestess of paganism. These are the new wicked soul students arriving, star children, that will continue on their 7,000-year journey after the second coming of Christ. The baby wolves have no morals, conscience, few lessons, and fewer emotions. These new souls are the harlot whores, destroying families, with the male beast whores. Both students, male and female, are 100% Nephilim. The Scarlet Woman, the high priestess of apostasy. The head of Babylon, that conditions the minds through media. Hollywood has taught humans how to behave towards each other. Narcissistic behavior in television is celebrated. All 10 commandments are broken in movies, music, video games, and etc. Adultery, murder, lying, manipulation. Every narcissistic tactic is taught, laughed at, and disguised as entertainment, as it poisons minds to the Nephilim system. Israel, the remnant seeds, the offspring of the Queen Mother. Many of the tribulation saints. And myself, the actual living bride, that has been hiding within the church bride. Heavenly Queen Mother. The Lamb's wife, representing the true blood Christ lineage. God had me decode Joshua's messages, exactly when they were meant to be. Joshua brought the Exodus messages, and I will carry the sheep through the rapture. Please go back to hear how I connected 1 Thessalonians 4 verses 14, 15, 16, 17, to the messages from Jesus. I said I would post as I receive knowledge and connections. Those graduating out of the matrix all have information stored in their DNA. I've mentioned I'm followed by the number 9, as well as numbers associated, which are 18, 19, 27, 28, 29. Every month, I receive messages or visions on these days. God does not reveal all of this knowledge at one time, it is gradually released. The pattern with decoding the rapture scroll had events unfold in my life, then were confirmed in the world. July 27, 28, I received messages that 2 specific stages in my life were set for the wicked to be punished and the sheep separated. July 29, a third confirmation was received that this separation is about to take place. Which means, after this event happens, then the final separation event will unfold in the world. The wheat from the tares. Or, the sheep from the goats and the wolves. A solar flash could be the potential global great spiritual awakening event. 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 14 and 15, that must pass. God's alarm clock, to wake up every human simultaneously. The last of the sheep to receive their divine mark, preparing to be raptured. The goats to realize they're too late, and will have 3.5 years to become sheep and graduate. Then there's the wolves that will have a rude awakening, as they will continue on their 7,000-year journey. This great awakening must take place. This is what Jesus meant when he said the 14th and 15th would pass. Then Jesus comes to start taking his church. The 16th is the dead in Christ rising first. Once that process is complete, which will occur over several days, then 17 takes place, which is when I help those that remain alive transition. The Great Awakening will be the final birth pains, before the sudden destruction unfolds. There is a rare total solar eclipse, followed by the Perseid meteor shower. This event seems to be lining up with the physical signs, and my life, for the rapture. Biblical family refuse to accept, there is an unwritten spiritual component to being raptured. There are many symptoms that take place within, for those that are completing their journeys first. A soul struggles over multiple incarnations, and as the earth school starts to near the end, one awakens receiving their diploma, then ascends. All souls are entwined. We help each other complete our learning, what is required with how to behave on our eternal earth. Earth school is never ending, as one warrior program comes to an end, another one is preparing to start. All of the graduating sheep are participating differently, bringing a piece to the rapture puzzle. We have been awakening at different times. However, the last of the flock will collectively awaken simultaneously, with a global spiritual great awakening event. The Nephilim are also awakening. As all of the truths are being revealed from the government to every household. God is saving Satan's little helper's secrets to be shared right before his. Side 2 of God's Earth Deed Scroll, will be revealed through me. All of God's truths will be exposed, I believe, in between the final separation of wolves and sheep in my life, and the final separation of wolves, goats, and sheep in the world. We have to wait. Jesus delivered the biblical gospel, Mary Magdalene taught the spiritual. I have the spirit of every righteous biblical woman within. I will continue to share as the dormant knowledge is released within. The end times aren't near. They're here. The graduating class of 2026 is in the last step to boarding our heavenly flight. The world is a stage. We are all living out Revelation, either graduating or starting school. Trump is not the only chosen one. Trump is a main character, setting up the tribulation stage. I'm a main character that has been given my script as well, the rapture scroll and spiritual truths. I'm part of helping activate the rapture and tribulation. Awakening to the system means you're about to graduate. You're awakening to the Nephilim system that this earth school follows. We are born into a dominating male divinity world, get a number, go to school to learn many outdated useless courses, get a job, vote, pay taxes, die. We are slaves to the system. Wash, rinse, repeat, until school is done. Waking up means you see the system has two wings attached to the same Nephilim ideology. The system is designed to never be fair. That is how we learn. The government creates problems, put temporary band-aids on, while the people below fight among themselves. Never realizing the government is the problem. Narcissists do this for attention. They create drama then hide under the radar. The system was created by narcissist Nephilim. We have all been asleep while learning in this matrix school. We are literally waking up to the truth and ending our 6,000-year journey as a human in this earth school. Those awakening, biblically and spiritually, are God's next army to enter his kingdom. One global event will awaken the Nephilim as well, to activate every act of evil. This must pass, as it helps those in Christ be raptured. This must happen to fulfill prophecy, with the dead rising first, and those that will transition. I'm your final warning to prepare. Clarifying that I don't know our exit date yet, but will. For now, I can't think about Feast of Trumpets and all of these other calendars, as it interferes with receiving the spiritual messages I need to share. With history reversing and repeating, there could be 2 Feast of Trumpets, one for the rapture, and one for the final fall feasts when Jesus touches ground in 7 years. September is the 9th month. I'm followed by the number 9. I have many connections to the 9th month, and believe there is a huge chance that 9/11 is our day. The first graduates leaving the same day the earth was created, as we are done our 6,000 years first. For now, I must focus on what is giving me to share, and when my appointed time is. This could be the second 9/11 event. There are no coincidences or accidents in this story. Everything is unfolding as the reader reads the story. Trump lost the 2020 elections, so he fulfilled his role for setting the tribulation stage, aligning with Bible prophecy and sheep awakening. 4 + 5 is equal to 9, and 4 + 7 is equal to 11. I can correctly show how 9/11 aligns with the Mayan calendar end of world 2012. All intentional to be decoded incorrectly, until all of the clues are connected in the end days. God sends servants to warn and prepare before acting. It's not my fault none of you slowed down to realize there are 2 of the 4 women depicted in Revelation 12. I'm a servant like all of you biblical watchers. We are in the same spiritual chess war on the same light team. I happen to be the spiritual queen, the most powerful human player on our team, with the greatest weapon to help end this Nephilim training and learning system. The 2 top players in the human world, Trump works for the AntiChrist, while I work for God and Jesus. Trump and I will both win. Trump is luring the wolves and goats into the snake pit, those meant to stay behind and finish learning, while I lead the sheep across the bridge to Jesus.